In this universe of possibilities, this is under the realm of the Force. The Force is the essence of light and the dark side, and the vast span of this universe. Come join me on this adventure across the galaxy, and enjoy the story, and may the Force be with you. Now, within this universe sits a planet known as Planet Vegeta. This planet holds as the main world for all Jedis. The majority of the Jedis are actually known as Jedi Saiyans. These beings possess natural talent within the Force, and once every full moon, they can access their true power of the Force. The Saiyans fight for truth and peace. Sitting upon the higher ranks was a being known as Grandmaster Yoda, a being of vast knowledge and blessings. His close ally is known as Kame Sennin, who later on, he speaks with his close friend, a Jedi Knight known as Vegeta. The family line has protected the universe from the Sith and the royal blood, giving them a higher potential to tap into the Force for centuries. Vegeta was classed as the Chosen One, and he had the highest midichlorians ever seen. The Jedi, as the Chosen One, was meant to destroy the Sith. Although Vegeta was hot-headed, and he disliked by some, he was granted high respect, as he was a good man. He was very prideful, and he did what he needed to do to win any fight. The Republic was honed by a being known as Frieza. He was very disliked by some, but he actually granted respect from his incredible intelligence and secret power with the Force. Over the years, he became close with the young Jedi, Vegeta, slowly corrupting the Chosen One's mind. As the inside, there was a Jedi by the name of Bardock, who was actually close with Kame Sennin, and he was trained by Yoda, shown to have amazing skills. He has trained multiple Jedis as well, making Bardock a Jedi Master. He had a special power within the Force. He had a unique ability known as the Force Psychometry. Known by very few Jedi to have done it before, Bardock seems to have more of a stronger version of this. He was able to sense and feel the emotions and look into memories even by touching objects, and able to learn skills and more beings within it. With the Jedi Knight walked to the youngling's pod, seeing the infant. Bardock used a small machine to measure the midichlorian count to check his son's power. Now, this uses to sense the user's cells of the Force. Now, the average person who is not with the Force has around 1,000 to 2,000. Now, the average normal Jedi Knights have around 10,000. People like Yoda had a count of 17,000. Bardock himself actually had a count of 11 to 12,000 currently. And the young Jedi royal named Vegeta, he had a count of 20,000, surpassing even Yoda. Now, once when he checks his son Kakarot's midichlorian count, his eyes widen. His count was 25,000, which was the highest that he's ever seen. Vegeta was raised around being the Chosen One, as, in all fairness, they believed that the prophecy was true. He had the highest midichlorian count ever seen. Even his father beforehand, Vegeta, when he nicknamed his son the same name. He had a midichlorian count of around 18,000 as well, surpassing Yoda, and his son's even stronger than that. So they believe that he is the Chosen One, but Bardock, after seeing this, was way higher than even the royal Jedi, Vegeta, having a count of 5,000 more, which is the highest he's ever seen. Bardock quickly told his wife the good news, and only Yoda and Kame Sennin knew about this, keeping it a secret, but Bardock felt something wrong. Once when it was found out about Frieza's entire plan to overthrow the Jedi Order, he tricks them by pretending to be the victim and making Vegeta turn on them, as he was now known as Darth Primal. Branding his new Sith armor, he would then kill the Saiyan Padawans as Frieza executes Order 66, killing all known Jedi. Vegeta leaves on a ship tracking down Kame Sennin, who challenges him to a fight. As the two would clash, Sennin uses Form 3, Sorisu, which he has mastered, able to be more defensive, as he was just trying to survive Vegeta's main combat style, Form 5, which uses a more offensive style, and is more frowned upon the Jedi Masters. Roshi's only plan was to wear him down, as Vegeta has grown too strong, the dark side fueling him, increasing his power. As they clashed sabers, trading them back and forth, they fell onto a floating floor, as they now have reached above the hot magma. Akami Sinen would then jump off as he would clash back and forth once again. He would then reach up the edge, stating that he has the high ground, stating to him straight, "It's over, Vegeta. I have the high ground." Vegeta scoffed, stating that he underestimates his power. Akami Sinen would then state, "Don't do this." As he would then jump off, he would then cut off Vegeta's arm and slash his chest, badly wounding the prince, as he would then fell defeated. Sinen broke down, telling him that he was his brother and he loved him. Vegeta then yells and spit that he hates him. Kami would then have to leave, leaving the prince in pieces, because he knew that Emperor Frieza was arriving. Now, Frieza actually just finished fighting Grandmaster Yoda, who was able to barely escape. Frieza was too powerful. Even for his level, his old age caught up with him. Now Bardock has had the vision of these events, and his son was battling the Emperor. He smirked as he preps a ship to a planet named Earth, where his son can hide, as he finds Frieza and battles him. Remember, Frieza just took Vegeta away to the healing chamber, as now Bardock will now hold Frieza off, as he did see a space pod leave. This is when Bardock would then battle Frieza, swinging his saber at Frieza. Frieza finds him amusing. They battled even though Bardock was clearly outmatched. If Grandmaster Yoda lost, how could he win? He was just a Jedi Knight. But he remembers that no matter what happens, this will change everything. As with his last breath, he used all of his strength and he jumped forward, nearly stabbing the Emperor. But the Emperor was too quick, and he stabbed Bardock in the chest, killing the last Jedi. As Bardock fell, the Emperor would then laugh, as he would then look down, seeing his Darth Lord, Darth Primal, the fallen prince. Once when he was taken to the metal vac, he was given a new prosthetic arm and a new prosthetic leg. His face was fixed, but he had a really bad scar and burn that will remain, and the wound to his chest was nearly lethal, but he did survive it, as his anger only was more fueled at the fact that he lost. This will not stop, as he would then get off the table. He would then begin screaming, the force crushing all around him, as Frieza only smiled evilly, as now he is his servant. In quick haste, the universe began to grow under the Empire's iron fist, as no one can stop them. Any remaining Jedi was killed by Darth Primal. Their quest was endless, as none of them had a chance against this Sith Lord. On planet Earth, which was owned by the Empire, on the more quiet side in the small villages was a young boy, as this is now a time skip of over 15 plus years. This young boy was the name of Son Goku, who in the origins an old man adopted him. As Kame comes by often, once a day, the Empire came and torched the boy's home. Kami would then take him under his wing. This is Kami Sinen. You begin training him under the ways of the Jedi for years. As Goku would begin walks with him, he would explain who he was, and his new name was actually Master Roshi. He explains to the young Saiyan that he was actually a Jedi Grand Master, and he was explaining the Force and the light and the dark to him, and he would train him everything that he knows, training him how to use a lightsaber and how to use the Force, as the boy was growing very fast, having incredible potential, more than he's ever seen. By the time that Goku was now 18 years old, this was when a young woman by the name of Bulma, she was a part of the royal family of the Briefs, who owned the Capsule Corp, who worked under the Empire to create ships, weapons, and much more tech. Their biggest one yet is the secret plans to continue building for the legendary Death Star. It has the ability to destroy planets and even stars themselves, which can destroy solar systems. With this, the entire rebel side will be crushed and the Empire will win. Bulma stole it, going into hiding as she arrived on Earth to try and hide, unknowing to her, an Inquisitor by the name of Piccolo. His nickname across the galaxy was known as the Demon King. He took quest over Earth and other nearby planets with an iron fist, as he had news of this girl being here with the Death Star plans so they can finish it. With these Death Star plans, they can figure out a way to completely destroy it. Bulma was now on her bike, as she escaped the stormtroopers. As they blasted her bike with their missing lasers, she was able to fall over now that her end of her bike wheel was hit, and now they would plan to capture her and torture her. But before they could, a young boy would then jump in, igniting his lightsaber. As the men were easily dispatched, the boy would then activate the other side, having a dual-wielded lightsaber, actually defeating them with ease. Bulma was shocked. How? This is a Jedi? This is when he would then recognize him and he would then explain who he was. And this is when she truly thanks him for saving her life. And then this is when he would then help her up, they would introduce each other, and he would explain that his name was Goku. But then she would then meet Master Roshi, who she actually recognizes him from when she was a child, seeing him once or twice with her father as a Jedi Knight so many years ago. Roshi nodded, after explaining her plans with the Death Star that she stole, and the fact that he killed stormtroopers. Wasn't much hope to escape the planet now and to go into hiding, as he knows the Force is telling him to let the young Saiyan go on his journey, alone for now. But he would be there whenever he needs him. As he would then leave, Goku and Bulma become partners to help the rebels. The majority of them are actually locked away on this planet within an Empire fortress, and there's only one man who has actually escaped from it alive, and his name was Yamcha. He was a pilot and a smuggler, becoming very famous across the universe, being the only smuggler to actually escape an Empire fortress by himself with one gun, killing over 100 stormtroopers with his ally Quar. They would then find him among other smugglers upon this tavern. As, of course, it was just drinking and partying everywhere, he would then drunkenly challenge Goku, saying that he cannot beat him. And hand to hand, he's just a young kid. Even though Goku was 18, he would then surprise him by kicking him 5 feet back over a table. People forget that Saiyans have higher stats than even peak humans, and the use of the Force helps him even more. Yamcha would then see his tail, and he was surprised that he was a Saiyan, as they believe that all the other Saiyans are dead, other than Darth Primal. All the other smugglers would then stare and smirk. A Saiyan is a perfect prize to sell. Goku would then unite his lightsaber as he battles all the smugglers that were around, and he was able to win, and luckily, by other forces as well, and of course with Yamcha and Bulma's help, he would actually be able to help them. Now, he would then ask Yamcha for help, as he would then tell him that you are the only one who has escaped, and you are the only one that can help us. Beg you. Yamcha would then agree, as he told the plan that he's the only one who can actually go to the fortress and help them free the rebels. He would begin taking Earth back from the Inquisitor. They would hit a big nerve into the Empire. With Yamcha's help, they knock out a few stormtroopers, as Bulma and Yamcha would then go inside the fortress. It was a very simple plan, as this fortress was very flawed in one area. Goku would then form a distraction. As he battles the dozens of stormtroopers at the front bay, they sneak in, as Yamcha knows this plan inside and out. He's been there all about his life. He would be able to sneak in, and he would be able to save the rebels, freeing them. Now the rebels are free, Yamcha would then lead them to the weapons department, as they would then grab all the weapons and begin attacking, overpowering the base, just escaping. As now that they have escaped and they have more weapons, they would start to overrun it with Goku's help, as now they have a new rebel base on planet Earth. They clean out any Empire communications, keeping them to listen, as then they sit by the fire. Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha, accompanied by a group of the rescued rebels and leaders, gather around a makeshift campfire, as the atmosphere was tense, as they discussed their plan to rebuild the rebel army on planet Earth and confront the Empire. As they've made it this far, the journey was just beginning. The Empire's grip on Earth must be broken, but now it's up to us to do it, as they state that we need to gather more allies, more resources, if we're going to stand a chance against the Empire. But how do we even start this? The rest of the rebels are on planet Hoth, and they have no straight communication to them, or else the Empire will know. Yamcha would then state to them, we can start by rallying the people of Earth to our cause. We'll show them that there's hope, and they don't have to live under the tyranny of the Empire. Goku would then look at him and state, but we need to strike at the heart of the Empire's power. We need to take down the Inquisitor Demon King Piccolo. And then they wonder, but how do we defeat someone as powerful as Piccolo? He's like nothing we ever faced before. Goku then thinks about it as he tells them that we'll need to train to become stronger, and we need to find allies who are willing to fight alongside us. Most importantly, we need to believe in ourselves and our cause. As they would then continue, Bulma would then speak her plan, that she will start working on gathering supplies and recruiting more allies. We need to be ready for whatever comes and whatever trick they have up their sleeve. And then Goku would then leave to go continue training, as they're going to do whatever they can to help this planet, as this will be a big hit towards the Empire. As the team prepare to attack, needing to grow the rebel army more to fight the Empire as they prepare to move to the rebels to the new base, planet Hoth. Now, as planet Earth was able to gather up allies, they were able to actually take it over with the new base. While the fighting is going there, they're going to take Goku to planet Hoth as they learn from communications that the Empire is going to be attacking viciously very shortly. Now, planet Hoth is an ice-cold area. The problem was that the Empire was attacking, ready to take the base back. For their rule, as all the rebels will begin teaming up, their main weapon being a powerful cannon that can destroy their Star Destroyer. Goku would then lead as Yamcha and Bulma stay, helping the rebels fight. Goku, from his Jedi training, easily jumps and uses the Force to propel his way up there as he reaches it. Or he could start at the machine, large being landed, being nearly 7 foot tall, having a dark and cracked half face mask covering his face, but it was none other than the Inquisitor named the Demon King. He then glared at Goku. The young Jedi has been a pain in his side for the last time. He commands him to surrender or die. Goku shook his head, igniting his lightsaber, ready to fight the Inquisitor. The frigid corridors of the rebel base are dimly lit by the flickering lights, casting long shadows as Son Goku, the Jedi Knight, squares off against a formidable Demon King Piccolo. Now that he's the Inquisitor for the Empire, Goku then gripped his lightsaber tightly, the blue blade humming with energy, while Piccolo stands tall in his dark robes, his Kremen lightsaber ignited. Goku would then calmly speak to him, Inquisitor, I will not let you take this base. As Piccolo would then laugh at him, saying, Ah, the Jedi, I am happy that we finally met. Your time is up. Prepare to die, Jedi, or you could surrender and join us. Goku would spit back at him, stating, I will never join the dark side, nor join the Empire. Piccolo has had enough of this conversation, as he would then fly forward towards Goku, lunging forward with startling speed, his lightsaber clashing through the air with deadly precision. Goku reacts swiftly, reflecting the blows with skillful parries and counters. The clash of their lightsabers echo through the icy corridors. Son Goku was struggling, as he would then tell him that the dark side will not save you against the light side of the Force. Goku began channeling the Force, enhancing his agility and reflexes, as he would dodge Piccolo's relentless assault. However, Piccolo's mastery of the dark side gives him an edge, his attacks pushing Goku back with each strike, putting Goku on the losing end. Goku would then ignite his double-bladed lightsaber. Demon King Piccolo would then smirk. You underestimate me, Jedi. The dark side flows through me. With the powerful Force push, Piccolo sends Goku crashing into a stack of crates. Goku would begin grunting in pain, but he would quickly recover, leaping back into the fight with a renewed determination. Their duel intensifies, lightsabers clashing in a flurry of strikes and blocks. Son Goku was focused, as he would then give in to his anger. He would then tell him, I will not let you harm anyone else, as Goku's anger rises as he taps into the dark side for just a moment, using the sun boost in power. Tapping into his inner strength, his lightsaber movements becoming more fluid, precise, but far more brutal and aggressive. He would then start to overpower Piccolo, finding an opening in Piccolo's defenses and laying a series of quick strikes, forcing Piccolo to step back defensively. Piccolo would then growl and tell him, You're more skilled than I expected, Jedi, strong with the dark side, use your anger. Piccolo would then summon the Force, sending chunks of ice at Goku. Goku would then leap and twist in midair, narrowly avoiding the projectiles. With the swift Forces set to jump, Goku would then close the distance between them and deliver a powerful strike that cuts off Piccolo's arm. Goku would then stand there, as Piccolo is now walking over to him. Goku would then say, It's over, Piccolo. Surrender now. As Piccolo and Goku put their palms near fighting, using the sheer force. As they would then, Goku would overpower him, launching Piccolo away from him. Goku would then tell him. Goku was now dead calm, speaking to him that he was a Jedi. His name was Piccolo, and he was once a Jedi Knight. Piccolo then spits in anger, as Goku tells him, I'm going to set you free. Piccolo would then roar and charge in, as Goku swiftly dodges the attack, and then he would cut off his head. Goku would then watch his limp body. His heart was heavy, with the knowledge that the fight against the Empire was far from over. As Goku quickly turns the machine on, they fire the laser, making the Star Destroyer fall, not being fully destroyed as the rebels clear it out, keeping it for the Rebel Alliance, as it does need some work. As Goku was meditating, Bulma sat next to him, but she said that Goku was disappointed within himself as he told Bulma, I let the dark side take over, and I killed the Inquisitor. That's not the Jedi way, he was defeated. Bulma doesn't truly know the Jedi codes, but she tells him that he did not let the dark side win. He came back. And because of what he did, he won, saving the thousands of rebels here fighting for freedom. Bulma explains that he can be a Jedi. Nothing is wrong with bending some of the rules to win the war. As Goku nods, knowing that she was right a little bit in the end, he would then collect some supplies to help improve his lightsaber, even getting a grapple hook line that he can shoot out and help him reach spots he couldn't even reach before. He will continue meditating as he continues training, preparing for the main battle to take down the Death Star, which was nearing completion. Doing this would turn the tide of the war massively as they prepared to strike. And that is it for this part, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to go into the second part with you. But thank you all so much for being an amazing, amazing members and supporting this channel. Without this, a series like this would never be possible. Thank you all so much for the support, and I will see you all on the next one.